test your mathematical wits against those of today's contestants on the game show of number smarts and geometric skill. Hi, I'm Reggie Cathy, and welcome to Triple Play. Now let's meet our hostess, the lady with the three-cornered hat, Miss Cynthia Darlow.
Thank you, Reg. Where's my hat? I don't see the hat. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Triple Play. Here are the rules of the game. The object is to get 3 numbers on the board that, with the line segments connecting them, form an equilateral triangle. To get a number on the board, you spin these 2 wheels. And my friend Jesse here is going to spin for me. Show you what we need. You multiply or add these 2 numbers on the wheels, and when you get the sum or product, you holler out that number, and that number will light up on the board. On the right wheel, there's a little square 1 TV. Now, that means you can make it be any number you want. The first contestant to get triple play, forming an equilateral triangle, and to yell out triple play, wins the game. Now let's meet our contestants. Hi, your name is Kim. Mm-hmm. Kim what?
Carter.
Kim Carter. Nice to have you. I understand that we share a very important hobby. Shopping. Where do you like to go shopping?
The mall.
The mall. That's great. Nice to have you here today. And your name is Jesse?
Lubinsky.
Lubinsky. Nice to have you here today. I understand that you have a wonderful cat named Flash.
Yeah.
What is Flash's favorite trick?
Biting people.
Oh, nice. It's good to have you here today, Jesse. It's time now to play the game. And backstage, Kim won the toss, so she goes first. Spin the wheels, Kim. 212.
2 times 12 is 24.
24 purple. Jesse, your spin. 1 9.
9 times 1 is 9.
9 green. Kim, your spin. 4 8.
8 times 4 is 32.
32 purple. Jesse, your turn. 3 square 1 TV.
5 plus 3 is 8.
8 green. Kim, your turn. 9 6.
6 plus 9 is 15.
15 purple. Looking for those equilateral triangles. Jesse, your spin. 1 7.
1 times 7 is 7.
7 green. What are the numbers, Jesse?
7, 8, and 9.
Congratulations, you win the game. Well played. Well, Kim, you played a good game, but Jesse was just slipped in there. Oh, we have time for a bonus round. That means, let's see, Kim went first. Jesse won the game. That means Kim goes first this time. Spin those wheels. 4 12.
4 times 12 is 48.
48 purple. Jesse, your spin. 4 square 1 TV.
6 plus 4 is 10.
10 green. Kim, your turn. 1 12.
12 times 1 is 12.
12 purple. Jesse, your spin. 6 square 1 TV.
6 plus 3 is 9.
9 green. Kim, your spin. We're all over the board here. 4 square 1 TV.
4 plus 3 is 7.
7 purple. Okay, Jesse, your spin. 4 12.
4 plus 12 is 16.
16 green. Kim, your spin. 2 12.
12 plus 2 is 14.
14 purple. Okay, lots of mathematical possibilities here. 3 7.
7 times 3 is 21.
21 green. Kim, your spin. Ooh, 1 square 1 TV.
10 plus 1 is 11. Triple play.
11 purple. Call out the numbers.
11, 7, 12.
That's great. Congratulations, Tim. You won. Jesse, you won the first game, and Tim, you won the second game, which was a bonus round. You both get a square 1 TV sweater. I hope you enjoy it. And thanks a lot for being with us here today on Triple Play. And thank you for being with us today, too. I hope you'll join us again the next time we play Triple Play. Bye-bye for now.
Here comes Dirk Niblik of the Man Brigade. He'll look you right in the eye. He's always pleasant,
never dismayed.
He seldom flusters,
rarely afraid. I'll show you numbers that should be displayed. He's a hero and what a guy. Here's Dirk.
So, you little would-be mathematicians, caught you watching Dirk Niblik again, eh? Good. As today's tooth-flossing episode called The Case of the Illegal Lawyer begins, our noble hero was not doing what he liked best, solving problems using mathematics, but he was doing what he liked next best, communing with nature.
Actually, there are 3 things I like better, but the animator can't draw 2 of them, and the third is out of season.
And the nature he was communing with was a bee's hive.
These cells are as cute as a bee's knees, cuter in some cases. Every honeybee's cell is a 6-sided figure. A hexagon. And they build them without blueprints or tools or union problems. We could learn plenty from bees if we could teach them to talk.
And as Dirk continued to observe nature, in another part of town, this scene was taking place in the law offices of Morley Corrupt.
And now to read the will of your late great-uncle Ebenezer Noodleman.
But, Mr. Corrupt, we didn't even know we had a great-uncle Noodleman.
And he didn't know you either, but his will directs us to give part of his fortune to his next of kin. Now, according to our search of the Noodleman family tree, you two, Fluff and Fold Noodleman, are his only living relatives.
Gee, Fluff, maybe now we'll have enough money for you to open that little roadside book depository and for me to get out of the fight game.
Ebenezer Noodleman left $100,000.
Wow!
He left 1/2 of his estate to Fluff because she's older, and 1/4 to Fold, who isn't.
Makes sense.
The rest goes to me, Morley Corrupt, for legal fleas.
Legal fleas?
They're probably fleas that have licenses to bite dogs.
I mean legal fees. Now then, 1/2 plus 1/4 is 2/6, right? 2/6 reduces to 1/3. So you kids get 1/3 of the estate, and I get the rest.
1/3 of $100,000 is...
$33,000 and change. We'll take it in small bills.
Not so fast.
That wasn't fast. This is fast. We'll take it in small bills.
You'll get the money when you become 21 years of age, or 21,000 miles, whichever comes first. In the meantime, I'll hold the money at a company that I manage.
What company?
The Double Knob Trust and Escrow Company. Now, run along.
Yay! You know something, Fold?
Yeah, he ought to get his elevator inspected.
There's something about this that doesn't sound right. Let's go see Lieutenant Dirk Niblik of the Math Brigade.
And that's just what they did.
Gee, Lieutenant Niblik, I didn't know you raised bees.
Yes, Fluff, I love bees. I know lots about them, or as much as anyone can know, considering the fact they don't talk.
Lieutenant Niblik, we just inherited a bunch of money from a great-uncle we didn't even know.
That was serendipity.
No, that was Noodleman.
But we think maybe a crooked lawyer is cheating us.
A crooked lawyer? I've never heard of such a thing. But what makes you think he's up to skullduggery?
Fluff and Fold explained their suspicions.
So you say you, Fluff, were given 1/2 of the fortune, and you, Fold, were given 1/4 of the fortune.
Yes, sir. And the lawyer, Morley Corrupt, took 2/3.
Well, that does sound perplexing, doesn't it? And wrong.
Well, math fans, has Dirk stumbled onto something? Try and figure out what is wrong with this picture. We'll be back pretty soon, right after this.
Oh, a telephone call. How exciting. My first call of the day. Hello? I beg your pardon? You're going to what? You're going to let me do a math problem. Great, I love math. I get to make up the problem, and you already know the answer? That's impossible, isn't it? Sure, show me. Pick any number, write it down, and no matter what number I pick, the answer to the problem will be 1. Okay. Now what? Add 5. Okay, got it. Now what? Multiply by 2. Okay, I'm with you so far. Subtract 8. Now I divide by 2. Okay. And lastly, subtract the original number. And you're saying the answer will be 1. Oh, you're right. But how did you know? What a strange phone call. Well, I'm going to try this baby again. I'll pick another number. Let's see, I'll try 20. Okay. Now I add 5. Multiply by 2. Subtract 8. Divide by 2. Then I subtract the original number, and the answer should be 1. And it is! Oh, that's a wonderful math gem. Pick any number. Add 5. Multiply by 2. Subtract 8. Divide by 2. Subtract the original number, and the answer is always 1. Oh, aren't phone calls wonderful? Hi, I've got a math problem for you. Now pick a number. Add 5. Now multiply by 2.
Well, smart kids, did you figure out what was wrong with the picture? Dirk thinks he did, and he is on his way to Morley Corrupt's offices.
Are you morally corrupt?
Of course not. I'm just backdating some records here.
That's the man, Lieutenant.
My friends here tell me that you tried to cheat them out of their rightful inheritance.
That's impossible. I'm as honest as the day is long. You want to hit the light switch? It's on the wall.
Look here. Did you tell them that 1/2 plus 1/4 equals 2/6?
Something like that. And everyone knows that 2/6 is just another way to write 1/3. So they get 1/3, and I get the rest.
But, Lawyer Corrupt, we already know that Fluff was given 1/2 the estate. 1/2 is bigger than 1/3, so we know you're cheating.
That's telling them, Lieutenant.
1/2 plus 1/4 is not 2/6. You can't just add the denominators together. Look, 1/2 is the same as 2/4. And 2/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4, not 1/3.
You're not a nice person, Lawyer Corrupt.
That's what my law professor said.
You'll be punished for this, you scalawag.
Sticks and stones can break my bones, but names will...
And that's what Dirk did, and that's what allowed him to get back to the bees, and that's what made him happy.
You know, it makes a mathematician feel good to know that by using common sense and good old logical thinking, he can solve a lot of the world's problems. I wonder what this sticky stuff is.
You have a swole thumb.
You mean swell thumb, as in swell, elegant.
I mean swole, as in swollen thumb.
Gee, a talking bee.
See you around the quad, Toot. Yo! Gee, a screaming human.
And as Dirk's thumb rises slowly in the east, we bid a fond adieu to one of the world's best mathematicians and worst naturalists.
Which
Which is the left side of the pie? The side that isn't eaten.
Hey, Chris, how do you make a 7 even?
Well, duh, Larry, you take off the S.
Why is a half moon heavier than a full moon?
Because a full moon is lighter.
Okay, I got a good one. What's the oldest piece of furniture in the world?
The multiplication table.
I didn't know that.
Oh, come on, that joke's old enough.
Who was that masked man?
Yo, Larry! Yes, oh, yes.
What has 3 feet but cannot walk?
Hey, yard! Because I mowed you down. I mowed, you know, yard.
Yeah,
mowed.
yeah.
Larry, you are such a cutout.
Why is the calendar so sad?
Cynthia, its days are numbered.
Lizzie, so are yours.
The story you are about to see is a fib, but it's short. The names are made up, but the problems are real.
It was Wednesday, 2:43 p.m., and masses of people were beginning to form on Hollywood Boulevard, waiting for the beginning of the annual Santa Claus Parade, even though that event was months away. Angelinos know what's important and are willing to wait for it. I was working the day watch out of Mathnet. The boss is Thad Green. My partner is George Franklin. My name is Monday. I'm a mathematician. Our latest case had been an off-again, on-again situation. First, we thought a mansion had been haunted, but it turned out not to be. Then we thought a parrot had been bird-napped, but it turned out he had just blown the coop. We decided to look at earlier scenes to see if we could get our heads screwed on right. Walter Trepling had been appointed guardian to a parrot named Little Louie. Little Louie had inherited a manor house from a once famous comic named Roscoe Fatty Tissue. Walter, maybe, had inherited a fortune.
This is where little Louie lives.
Walter had heard strange sounds and thought the house was haunted. But on investigation, we found... Well, if it isn't our ghost. The ghost turned out to be a ne'er-do-well named Norman Tedge, who, posing as a distant relative, was trying to worm his way into Fatty Tissue's fortune.
I deserve this house more than that molting bag of feathers.
Sticks and stones can break my bones. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So you were trying to scare people away so you could find the money, eh?
Yes. Call me a hopeless romantic, but I love treasure hunts.
You better make tracks, Mr. Tedge.
Later, Walter called and said little Louie was missing. We set out as a search party to try and find him. We called out to set up lines to jokes little Louie knew, but that didn't bring him out of hiding. Finally, George remembered that little Louie loved numbers.
Walter, what are those numbers little Louie used to recite?
1, 1, 2, 3.
That's what I thought. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 3.
5. Eureka!
Using a series of numbers called the Fibonacci sequence, in which you add the 2 previous numbers to get the next one, George found little Louie, the mathematically inclined parrot. The sequence also worked to reveal a wall safe, and what we hoped would be Fatty Tissue's fortune.
A tape recorder.
But all it did was lead us to yet another puzzle. And just after we thought we had that puzzle solved...
Uh-oh. 3, 3, 1, 4, 5, 4. Kate, this isn't the pattern we're looking for.
Another disappointment. Then to make things worse...
It was Monday, Mr. Franklin, little Louie.
What about him?
Someone broke the lock on his cage. He's been bird-napped.
The number pattern that we were analyzing would have to wait. Finding little Louie was our top priority. We questioned a pet store owner and famous big game hunter, now retired, named Frank Puck.
You specialize in birds, Mr. Puck?
Yes, all kinds of birds.
Do you know what I can do to get rid of a gaggle of grackles in my garage?
George. Mr. Puck, we have reason to believe a valuable parrot has been stolen.
Happens all the time. Parrots make good companions.
Has anyone offered to sell you a parrot in the past few hours?
No, but a man came by with a minor bird about 15 minutes ago.
We could have painted him.
But no parrot?
Sorry. Can you describe the bird?
He was about this tall, covered with feathers.
His name was Little Louie, and...
Little Louie? Fatty Tissue's bird?
Yes.
Do you know Little Louie?
We've never met, but I know of him. Probably the most famous parrot in Hollywood.
Really?
What a talent. You ever hear him sing Carmina Burana?
No.
Break your heart. I hope nothing unbirdlike has happened to him.
If you hear anything, Mr. Puck, please let us know.
You bet I will.
11 Adam 12, 11 Adam 12. See the man about the parrot. 10635 Avenue of the Birds. Mel's Taxidermy and Card Shop.
We'll pick up Walter and be right there. We'd put out an additional APB to all taxidermy shops when Little Louie came up missing. One of them called to say someone brought in a parrot to be stuffed and mounted about an hour ago. We brought Walter with us in case he needed to make a positive ID. We seem to be getting nowhere and getting there fast. But when you're trying to solve a problem, you've got to keep at it. We decided to pay a call on Norman Tedge, our ghost from Tuesday's episode.
Frankly, Mathnet. Open up, Tedge. We want to ask you some questions.
Just a minute. I'm not dressed. Yeah?
You dress in a hurry, Mr. Tedge.
I have fast clothes, Miss Mundy. What do you want?
We gave the apartment the once-over. It looked like a cyclone had hit it and lost. Good taste did not appear to be one of Tedge's virtues.
Just out of curiosity, Mr. Tedge, what do you do for a living?
I'm an interior decorator. But I'm sure you didn't come here to ask me about my occupation.
No, about a bird.
Bird?
Little Louie, to be specific.
What about him?
Somebody stole him.
They think it was me?
Aye.
They think it was you.
We think you nabbed little Louie.
That's ridiculous. What would I want with a parrot?
They make good companions.
Mind if we look around?
Yes, I do mind.
Miss Monday! Mr. Franklin, look! Birdseed!
Not birdseed, it's stale grape nuts.
Well, well. How do you explain this, Mr. Tedge?
Okay, you got me.
Thanks, I needed that. Oh, does that feel better? George, George, George. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5. Eureka!
Hello, little Louie. You just love Fibonacci, don't you? Okay. 1, 1, 2, 3.
5. Eureka! Rock, rock, rock. Fibonacci!
If you wouldn't mind, the neighbors might complain.
Why did you bird-nap little Louie?
I thought he might tell me where Tissue's fortune is. I didn't hurt him.
He gave me the 3rd degree. He gave me the 3rd degree.
Didn't hurt him, huh?
I just scared him a little, that's all.
Mind if I use your phone, Mr. Tedge? I want to call for a backup unit and have you arrested.
Be my guest.
Give me an F.